Here I am with Sarah Scott, one of the players on the girls' tennis team this season. Sarah Scott, what mindset do you have going into a match, and how do you mentally prepare for them?
I think the main thing going into a match is just you have to think about you're going to do everything possible you can to win, whether that's just getting the ball back in play or taking a more aggressive approach, but just going in thinking that you're going to play your hardest and you're not going to give up on anything.
How did you get into tennis?
I got into tennis when I was about 9 or 10 years old because my older brothers played, so I was just the younger sister wanting to do everything my older siblings did, so that's how I got into it.
And how has it impacted your life?
Tennis has brought a lot of amazing people into my life. I've definitely made a lot of new friends through tennis, and I've met good coaches that have helped me become the player that I am today.
How do you feel that this season is going to play out?
I think we're going to have a great season. We have a lot of potential this season. We have a lot of good incoming talent, and I think that it'll play out well for us this season.
And what strengths do you have that you believe make you a great athlete?
I think the main thing for me is I'm a very competitive person. I don't like to lose, so I feel like that kind of competitive nature is good in an athlete.
Here I am with Coach Gillespie, the coach of the high school girls tennis team. What are your goals for this year's team?
For the tennis program, we have the same goals every single year. There are 4 of them. We want to play well, we want to compete, we want to be good people, and we want to have fun. It's real simple. That's what we do here.
How nice was it to be able to get back on the court after last season was canceled?
I coached the boys team as well, so I got to experience the matches for the boys team at the beginning of this year. But for the girls, I can't put it into words how excited I was and how it was just so awesome to watch them play. It just gives me goosebumps to think about it now, and just how hard they work and just the ability to go out there and play is just awesome. It's just awesome.
Do you have any experiences early on in your life that might have helped you develop a sense of wanting to be a tennis coach?
So when I was growing up, I always kind of thought about being a teacher and coach, and I've always been involved in athletics. And my senior year in college, I had played tennis in college, but I really wasn't very good at it. And I thought about when I was going to teach high school, I was going to coach baseball and basketball. I knew a lot about those sports, and so that was in my mind. That's what I was going to do. And my college tennis coach gave me a bunch of magazines, a bunch of tennis magazines. I'm like, what are these for? And he says, in case you coach high school tennis. I'm like, I've never coached high school tennis. And of course, I've been coaching high school tennis at this school now for 23 years. So my college tennis coach has something to do with me coaching high school tennis, probably.
What do you think that the greatest challenge is that your athletes face today?
Couple things. Obviously, COVID. Everybody's got to worry about that. And really just the addiction to cell phones. It's getting worse and worse. Teenagers they love being on their phones. And to get them off their phones and on the tennis court is sometimes a bit of a challenge. So honestly, it's just kind of that. COVID's the big one. Cell phone usage and just family issues, things like that, and money. But there we go.
All right. Thank you. This was Coach Gillespie, the coach of the girls tennis team. And now we take to the courts where Sarah Scott will bring us back to the basics on forehand and backhand grip. As you can see, tennis is a lot harder than it seems. Sarah over there makes it look so much easier than it actually is. You gotta make sure your feet are where they're supposed to be. You gotta make sure your hands are lined up, and you gotta make sure you're hitting the ball, something that I didn't do all that often. Well, that's it for this episode of Brodnik's Back to Basics. See you next time.